Finishing a Wargames table can take a long time. What you're seeing here is a collection going all the way back to my college years, and I am in no rush to remember how long ago that was. I'm Campbell McLaughlin, desiccated mummy and serial terrain hoarder, and today we'll be looking at a quicker way to get a table of scenery ready to roll with the Bandua matched play terrain sets. These pre-printed, full-color MDF terrain kits promise to be a faster, more affordable alternative to your full GW-style table of scenery, and Bandua was kind enough to send us a few sets of these for review. Today we'll be looking at the Cardinal World set in particular, which should run you €170 or 190 American dollars. As usual, there is a written companion piece to this article on Goonhamer.com. Link to that and our Bandua affiliate link down below. Start by cleaning off a large flat surface. There's a load of pieces in this box, and when you're done, you're going to have a table's worth of terrain built up, so you'll want that room. Sorry, buddy. Make sure you've got a craft knife in case you need to cut out or clean up any pieces. PVA or wood glue for assembly, and paper towels for cleanup. Don't use super glue. MDF is a thirsty material that will absorb super glue, and you'll also fumigate your home in the process. You should also probably cover your work area to protect your table and avoid your partner's ire, but I am not a smart man. Inside the box, you'll likely see a whole slew of unassembled MDF pieces, and in this case, some acetate stained glass windows, as well as these handy little terrain footprints. A quick note, these sets normally have all their pieces on an unpunched sheet of MDF like this one pictured here, but the review copy I was given was one that had already been punched out and partially assembled. Normally you'd have to cut out the acetate windows yourself as well, but these aren't on every set. When you're building your terrain, be sure to have the Bandua website pulled up with some reference images of the set you bought so you know what goes where. Keep that open so you can check as you put your set together and make sure you're building everything correctly. As I said, parts of my prototype set were pre-assembled. Some pieces popped off in transit, so you'll probably see me doing some repairs as I glue the whole set together. This will take a while, so I recommend getting a few folks in your gaming group together and hanging out for the afternoon with your buddies doing arts and crafts. Or you can do the next best thing and put on a podcast, which is like friends for your ears. In my not at all biased opinion, why not try the 40k Badcast? I hear it's hosted by two guys who are as funny as they are handsome as they are cool, and you should give us, them, a listen. Each building consists of 2 walls, a floor, and some support struts that go on the outside of each wall, sliding through the slots on the floor piece. I like the stability these add, and they're the main reason these can technically be built without any glue. Personally, I think you need glue, or these buildings will start to fall apart mid-game, especially once those pieces get some wear and tear. These struts also have little square bricks that help seal that connection, and gluing those in does help with stability quite a bit. The website's going to have instructions in the future, which will be helpful as the terrain is all reversible and can easily be built backwards, something a brain genius like me would certainly never do. It's worth noting that in addition to being buildable backwards, you need specific setups and counts of things for GW's official terrain layouts. Layout 1 needs 2 left-facing big L's, while Layout 2 needs 4. Layout 1 needs a pair of right-facing big L's, and Layout 2 has none. Layout 3 needs one of each. If you do leave this set unglued, being able to rock out whichever one of those you'd like is a nice bonus. If you're gluing it together though, make sure you end up with enough L-shaped ruins of each type to build every layout. The kit comes with everything you need, and you'll have unused sections on some maps. Building this set took me an hour and a half, and I figure any time I would have spent punching out pieces of MDF was time I spent gluing windows back on this partially assembled prototype. It culminated in 10 ruins and 8 smaller walls. These are enough for your standard Pariah Nexus games of 40k and come with a set of vinyl terrain footprints. These terrain footprints are low-key the highlight of this set. Since these footprints aren't built into the terrain like some other MDF terrain sets, the whole set is more compact, and you can easily pick up walls to move your models or check measurements. I find it's always good to tuck the footprints into my bag whenever I go somewhere else for a game in case they don't have Pariah Nexus style footprints on hand. The promise of a flat pack terrain set that doesn't need glue is appealing, but even glued together, this set doesn't take up all that much room. Even without directions, there was a logic to assembly that wasn't that hard to grasp, but I'm looking forward to them having more detailed instructions online. Still, 90 minutes to have a full table of terrain ready to go is impressive, and if you want to host a game at home or get a few sets for local events, this represents a fast and affordable way to do so. And as you get the hang of it, assembly becomes much faster. We use this terrain for the 2024 Goonhamer Open Event Series, and were able to assemble 20 sets of the terrain in the 2 weeks leading up to the event without issue. If you like what we do, you can support us on Patreon for Discord access, exclusive content, and first dibs on tickets to events like the Goonhamer Open. And if you like the look of this terrain set, you can head on over to our affiliate link in the description below to pick up your own table of scenery from Bandua. I've been Campbell McLaughlin, your conductor on the terrain train. Thanks for watching.